Happy Wednesday. How is everyone? I'm hoping this is going to play back okay because it's a bit jumpy on my screen, but I don't know. Let's see. Grab a drink and you're knitting or crochet or whatever you want to do. And yeah, I'm going to just stay on for a little while today and just go through what's happened the last week until somebody joins. So I have edited the last week's vlog, but it's not up yet. I'm going to do that. I'm going to upload it later on. So yeah, so my mum was over. We had Mikey's birthday last week. We had my mum's birthday. It was so lovely, really, really nice. But now I just want to chill. This afternoon we're going to the unit to put Ian's boot back on. So yeah, hopefully that will end well. I don't know. But I've got a coffee and I have got my crochet. That's a pair of scissors. That's not crochet. And I've got my blanket here. Oh, I've dropped the hook. It's okay, I can see it. This is the CC Join As You Go, and then I have the granny stripe here as well, which I'm working on as I am finishing up the balls. So I'm putting one of these into the blanket, and then whatever's left I'm putting into this. So hi Michelle, I'm good. How are you? Oh, there's a cup. Get me hook. I'm going to disappear. I really hope that the playback looks okay because on my screen it's jumping around like no one's business. But my internet wasn't working very well just a minute ago. It was saying that it wasn't working and then it couldn't access my camera, and I was like, no, it worked fine before. Why is it not working now? But it seems to be okay. We'll see. I haven't got many left in this. Yeah. Hi Sue. Oh no. I honestly thought I was going to get Mikey's cold, so he's been snotty for weeks. But I think it's where he's been at school and he's just catching every bug going. And I honestly thought I'd wake up one morning last week and I would have it, because obviously having them the weekend and then seeing them a lot last week, I was like, I'm going to get it. I am definitely going to get it, but I didn't, and I'm not going to. Yeah, I think I've had my fair share of colds, to be honest. I don't want any more. Let's put this colour in next. So once I have finished all of these colours, I've got a jar up there that has got 10 gram minis in it, and I was saving it for like a swap, like an advent swap or something last year, but I didn't do an advent swap last year, so I am not. It's not a swap, but I have got like a Secret Santa thing going on this year, and we have got our partners already, and I've decided that I'm not going to use what I've got, or not a lot of what I've got. I'll probably put aside the ones that I think the person will like, but I'm not sure. I think it's 20 grams. Can't think. So I don't think they'll be any good, and I think, to be honest, they'll be pretty good in this blanket. So being a bit selfish. It's been lovely weather today. I think it's a bit chilly, but to be honest, when I went to Casey's on Tuesday morning to drop my mum, Casey and the boys off at the airport, it was cold. It wasn't like bitterly cold. So what's everyone working on? Or if you're not working on something now, what is your current whip or whips. You know, I like a few. I have cast on something new, I know, but I don't feel pressurized anymore. I say pressurized, like I don't feel like, oh, I need to get this done by a certain date, or I really, really want to get this finished and stuff. So I have started the Harvest cardigan by Tin Can Knits with some lovely purple Aran that I got from Aldi. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough. If not, then I will just add a stripe to the bottom. I've got loads of Aran. And it's a nice purple, so I could put like a pink stripe or a darker colour stripe. I don't know, I'll work it out. I'll do a Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn. That doesn't bother me. Sorry if I'm not looking up very much, but I can't crochet and not look. Maybe they're not the best thing to do, but ah, Pokemon. I remember when I was, I say younger, when I was a teenager, I suppose, watching SMTV, and Pokemon was really, really big then. I never really got into it, but I remember watching it on there, and like all the different characters, and now you've got like Pokemon Go and stuff. Casey's boys are not into that sort of thing at the minute. I think they're still a bit young. They're really getting into Superman, not Superman. I keep saying Superman, Spider-Man at the moment, and Mickey Mouse. So they're watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse as well, and Spider-Man. Hi Connie, how are you? I'm good. I just have enjoyed. I enjoyed last night because it was nice and relaxed, and I didn't have to worry about sort of entertaining anyone. It was just nice and chilled last night. Even though my mum's not hard to entertain, like we just sit there on our phones or whatever. But like when you've got someone here, it's like you always, I don't know, you. The thing with me and Ian is that we will sit there and we sounds so bad, but we could sit there all night and not say a word to each other. But we're in the same room. I'll be on my iPad. I'll be watching either catch up TV or YouTube, or I'll be drawing, or be doing something. And Ian will be on his phone, or on the like watching the telly's always on, so like the telly will be on and stuff. And we could go hours without talking to each other. We really, really could. But we're in each other's company, and I love that. I absolutely love just sitting there and like, yeah, we do talk to each other. Don't get me wrong, but like there are times that we sit there for hours and we're just in our own little worlds, and it's so nice that we can do that. So yeah, it's like you've got Pokemon Go and everything like that now, and it is making a comeback. Like I remember my sister was playing Pokemon Go like a few years ago, and every now and again she dips back into it. So yeah, it's nice. I know. I think you run out of things to say, didn't you, Connie? Like you sit there and you're like, well, I haven't really got much to say. Nothing's really happening today. So yeah, it's just nice because we can be doing our own thing. Like Ian can either be playing the Xbox or he could be watching the telly, and he'll put a program on and he'll go, do you want to watch this? And I'll look to see what it is, and I'll go, oh no, but you can put it on, it's fine. And I'll be on the iPad, knitting, crocheting, or drawing, or whatever I'm doing. It is nice. Yeah. And it's like I don't normally put, like, when Ian comes home, I don't normally put the iPad on, or like we don't normally sit down till later on in the evening. So we do chat sort of during the day, like once he comes home, and we have a chat and might put the telly on, and normally we sort of watch Tipping Point or The Chase or whatever. And then sort of after dinner, that's when I sit down and we go into our own little worlds. There's a hair somewhere. That's not it, but never mind. Extra warmth. Oh, what is that? A notification on my watch. Hi, Sonia. How are you? I'm good. I'm so sorry I missed a few of your lives last week. Just, it was hectic. I hope you're okay. Yeah, so I haven't been watching much YouTube. I've got so much to catch up with. And I think I'm like 2 weeks behind. But I will catch up, and that will probably be sort of tonight. I'll start. Will it be tonight? I don't know. There's a Zoom tonight. I might join Zoom, depending on what we're doing and if we're in and whatever, because we are going to the unit. So I don't know what time we'll be home. It's nice to do random sometimes, though, isn't it? I know Jan did a few random. I know she's having trouble with her computer, so I might do a few random at some point. But I want to try. I know. I said like, oh yeah, I want to do Wednesday lives and blah blah blah, and then last week I didn't do one because life. But I will keep my 12 o'clock Wednesdays as often as I can. Obviously, if something big comes up, I have an appointment or whatever, then obviously it's difficult, but I will try my best to do as many Wednesday lives as I can. And I don't know, you never know, you might get a random live. Aw, I bet they look really cute. I love clothes for little dolls and bunnies and things. And they knit up really quick. So that's a good point. Yeah, I know. And a scooter. Oh, poor Jan. Yeah, she's having a right old difficult time with technology. I think it's really bad. Obviously, I don't know how scooter companies work and whatever. I think it's really bad the way they've treated her. Like, if you don't know Jan Carruthers, she's got a YouTube channel, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying on here, because she shared it on her YouTube anyway. But she has got a new scooter, and she's trying to get a new scooter delivered. And every time that she tries to ring she calls him the scooter man, he doesn't answer the phone, or he goes, "Oh, yeah, we're still waiting." And I just think, like, surely they can give you a date on when it's going to come. I don't know. That's like ordering something and saying, "Oh no, I don't know when I'm going to deliver it. I can't give you a date." Oh, I can't wait to see them. I bet they're really cute. Yeah. Poor Jan. She'll get there eventually, and she'll get back on doing videos and stuff. It's a shame because she was just getting back into doing regular videos and showing what she was working on and stuff. Like the say the old days, like a few years ago when she would just randomly put videos up on what she was working on and a little chat and stuff. I do miss those videos. But yeah, she'll get there in the end and she'll get a scooter and she'll be able to go out and enjoy the seafront and stuff, I'm sure. Yeah. So I've been drawing again on my iPad to design some new badges and stuff. So I've been really, really enjoying that. Or just drawing in general. I'm no good at drawing. I can't draw to save my life. So the iPad, I use an app called Procreate, and that helps non-drawers a lot because I'm no good at it. But it does help, and I've just been enjoying it. Some things I've drawn and they'll probably never make it to anything, but they're just like little sketches and stuff. I have been enjoying it. I'm just hoping I can get back into some sort of routine. Don't really have a routine as such, but like the normal day to day, I suppose. It's sort of been since New Year or Christmas, I suppose. Um, it's I've just been all out of sorts, really, and I'm hoping that I can just get back into it. I want to start dyeing yarn again. I'm hoping that the weather warms up a little bit now, and I just want to get back into like bits and pieces. I haven't shown you either, have I? Well, I haven't said it on my vlog, so and I haven't done a podcast. I'm not going to be doing a podcast this week. I know I was due to do one Monday, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one this coming Monday and then do it 2 weekly after that. I'm just going to miss a week sort of thing. Yes, you have to stay calm when you knit. So do you want to see my little secret that I've got? Well, it's not a secret, but Ian bought me a Valentine's gift and it came before my mum came here, but I didn't open it. So I will show you what I have got. Hi Tina, how are you? This is my little excitement because I had a try and I love it. Ian bought me the Nano 2, which is a spinner. So Sonia, I might need some advice at some point. Obviously, I've done a little bit of spinning, not a lot. So this is what it is. I'm really sorry for the crinkling. Oh, I haven't put the oh. This is my spinner. I haven't put the tensioners back on because I don't want them to stretch out while it's in the box. I don't know whether that's right or not, but I'm so excited. I did have a go with some pink fibre. I will show you that in a minute. Yes, I did see that, Jeannie. Oh my God. I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, she mentioned my jumper. And yeah, it just, oh, I do love watching Ali. She is lovely. So yeah, this is my e-spinner. Yeah, I am so impressed by it. And it comes with, like, you get like a little wraps per inch, extra tensioners, and extra sort of these bits here. It's different to the one that I've been watching on YouTube. I think that might be the Nano one or the original, because these are metal on the original one, where this they've fallen off. The plastic on here. Let me just, yeah. Oh, I don't want to lose it. So, will I be able to get that back on? Yeah. Why is that so loose? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I got that. Let me put this back in the box. It comes with 6 spindles. So, and they're collapsible. So it comes with 6 of those. And I produced this the other night. You're probably not going to be able to see it very well. So I have plied this, and I don't really know what to do with it now. My tension, as you can see, is all over the place. There are some really, really thin bits and really thick bits. Some bits that have not plied very well, and some bits that have plied sort of really, really well. But I had so much fun. Oh yes, I'm just so excited, and I just think, oh no, I've fallen down another rabbit hole. These apparently hold just under 50 gram, and because what the videos that I've watched are saying that when you ply from 2 bobbins, it doesn't make 100 gram. So yeah, but oh my God, I've tried drop spindling. I'll leave a link. Where should I put the link? Would you rather it on Instagram or on here for what I have bought? It was 140, I think. Oh, thank you. I know. I tried drop spindling with not very good success. So this came with my drop spindle, this fibre. I have got some on my drop spindle, but I'm just not. I've been watching a lot of like spinning videos, and I'm like, it looks so much easier than drop spindling. And I will tell you something, it is. And this, I could easily, me and Ian could easily watch telly, and I could be doing this at the little coffee table here, because it is so quiet. It's not noisy at all. It's really, I'm just amazed at how good it was and how good I was at it, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't have much luck with the drop spindling, and I wasn't really enjoying it. So in my Zoom group, a lovely lady, she's a ex-spinning teacher, a little while ago, I was talking about the spinning, and she said, oh, I've got loads of fibre if you want to try it. It's quite rough, but it's good to practice with. So I have got that bag out, and I am going to give that another try. And I know I said that I was going to like drop spindle like I was talking about it, I can't remember if it was in a live, a podcast, or whatever it was now, that I was going to do it for like 10-15 minutes a day. But I've got this now, and this literally took me no time at all to do. And yeah, I love it. And I just thought to myself, like, there's so many possibilities, because I could mix these two together, apply them together, and the yarn will look so different to this. Like, yes. So I'm very, very grateful for Ian buying me that. These just come apart by spinning them off, like that. They just spin on. I put a bit of waste yarn here and just taped it because it kept spinning round. A few videos I've watched, they're different to this. They're not spin on, they're just push on. And I didn't have much luck with that because it wasn't working, but I just taped it with a little bit of sellotape. So that's how I did that. And I'm just so pleased with it. So pleased. So I'll probably have another play with that at some point and show you my progress. But it was sat on the side for a week. And Ian said, "Are you not going to open that?" I went, "No, it's not Valentine's yet," because I knew he was going to buy it for me. I think it was the last live, and he was saying, "What is it? Where is it?" And he found it. He found it on the internet. He said, "Is this the one you're looking at?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the one." And then he bought it. So I'm so excited for it. Sorry if I keep going on, but I'm super excited for it. Yeah. Let me just read some of these comments. Yeah, I know it takes practice. Hopefully, the more I do it, the problem I have is the drafting. So I will draft, and some of it will be really, really good, and then I'll get to a bit, and I just can't pull it. I don't know whether it was the fibre that I've got. It was merino, I think. So yeah, it was quite difficult to draft some of it. And pre-drafting, I was finding that some bits were really, really thin, and some bits were really, really thick. I just think practice, obviously. Yeah, I had a top where the thing's on the top, the drop spindle. It was just so hard. Okay, I'll put a link on my stories. I'll do that now so I don't forget, to the one that I bought. Yeah, the big, that's why I was looking. I was like, oh, I do want to spin it. I do want to practice, but I have got no room, as you know, for a drop spin, a spinner. I'm just going to close this curtain a bit. See if it makes any difference. And I was like, we've got no room for a big spinner. And I think I see Giddy Knits with this one. Giddy Yarns, this one. I can't remember the lady's name. It will come to me. I'm sure it will. And Helen, that's it. She was practicing. I was like, oh, that looks so good. So yeah, I'm going to, yeah. Hi, Carol. How are you? Hi, Karen. I bet it's really early for you. I do striping method. So you only draft a little. I'll have to, I think just practicing and watching more videos and stuff, and I think maybe practicing with the rougher stuff that I've got, and maybe trying not to ply too thinly. I don't know. I just some bits of that was so thin that it did snap in the end. So let's get this link. There is this it? No, I don't think this is it. It's in dollars. That's not going to help, is it? This one maybe. Yes. So I got it from the threshing barn, or Ian did, should I say. They do it in black and blue. There's 9 of the black in stock. There is no blue, but let me copy. I'm just going to put it in my stories as a link, so then you can, it'll probably be easier that way. We'll go straight to it. Right, it's done. It might take a few minutes for the story to come up, but hi Sue. Better late than never. Yes, definitely. I know, I've been talking spinning. It's a new rabbit hole that I've fallen down, so you will see more and more of that. So I didn't film any of me practicing, which I should have done really, but it was quite late, and we was watching the telly, and I said to Ian, do you mind if I have a play? And he was like, no, like, of course. And it was so quiet that I said to him, like, is it annoying you with the telly? And he was like, no, it's fine. So yeah, just I'm glad that it's something that I can do while the telly is on as well, because some things are so noisy and I will feel like I'm restricted to certain times, where it is so quiet that it's not something I've got to worry about. Yeah, I love any craft. I do. See, I dip into so many different things, and they don't normally last, but knitting and crochet does. So the thing is, I love my knitting, I love my crochet, and then I have cross stitch, which I dip into every now and again. I have my sort of my diary, and not bullet journaling or anything like that, but I do very occasionally enjoy just getting my book, writing certain things down in it, and I've got a 5-year diary that I write in and stuff, and I've got my WIP, or my project book, that I write stuff down in. So yeah, I've got that. Then I've got the Cricut, and every now and again I sort of dip into that and cut vinyl, and well, I did this cup a little while ago. So I put all the vinyl on this cup, and I love crafts, and I always have done. But knitting and crochet, for some reason, has stuck the most, and obviously it's what I enjoy the most. Yes, it doesn't, well, my one didn't come with a plug. It just came with a USB wire, with a switch, and then an extension wire that is just an extension USB. Wow, that sun is not very good, is it? Let me. This is kind of a bit roughy. Oh, that's a bit better here. Yeah, so you can run it off of a power bank and stuff. So, and it's so portable, like it's so small. I could even take it on holiday. Don't tell Ian that, but I could take it on holiday. Oh, I think he would go mad, but hey ho. Don't take up no more than like 2 cakes of yarn, I suppose, really, in this little box. Maybe 3 cakes, I don't know. But then obviously you've got fibre to go with that as well. But I have got a bunch that I can practice with. Yeah. And Karen, it would be perfect in your trailer because it's small, it's compact, doesn't take up much room. So you're welcome for me showing you that, and I don't know, possibly throwing you down that rabbit hole. Yeah, I just think having lots of different crafts is good. So if you didn't see, I'm working on my C2C, really, really enjoying it. I just feel like I've got loads to go. I always feel, I don't know whether anyone else feels this. Does anyone else feel guilty when they do another craft because you think, oh, my knitting sat there or my crochet sat there? I get that sometimes. Oh, it's only little, Karen. It's so much fun. So much fun. You could probably get rid of a pair of shoes and just stick it where the shoes are. uh, but it's like I always say to Ian, I always say to Ian, I would love to get a little camper van or a motorhome, or something like maybe a converted van or whatever it is, to travel around the UK, Europe, or whatever. And me and Ian, we always look at them on the internet and stuff. And I just always say to him, but where would I put all my stuff? And I know you have to be brutal and that. And I think for me, I'd have to take like long-term projects, probably like blankets and stuff. So I can't imagine how brutal you have to be with things, sort of thing, like what you do and don't have. And yeah, the thing with me is I'm very sentimental. Someone buys me something, gifts me something, whatever, I find it very, very hard to get rid of it. And even if I don't want it anymore or it's not relevant anymore, it's very, very hard for me to get rid of stuff. I've got better over the years, but yeah, I still find it not very easy to throw things away. And that is probably why that my loft is so full up with stuff, because it's, oh, we'll just put that in the loft. Oh, we'll just put that in the loft. Yeah. Yeah. We've been looking at um, like the Volkswagen transporters, but they are quite small. So me and Ian, we do like a Volkswagen. I've got a Volkswagen Golf. He's got a Volkswagen Golf. I've had a Polo before. This is the second Golf that I've owned. This is the second Golf Ian's owned as well. So we do like the VWs, and the transporter is like a minivan, really. And I really do like them, really, really do like them. But for storage and for having stuff with you, maybe not the best vehicle to have. I do like the converted vans, like you get the Volkswagen Crafter or the high top transits and stuff like that. I really really would love something like that. Do you enjoy going out in it, Sue? That's one thing that I would love, is just to, on a Friday evening, say to Ian, or even afternoon, like while he's at work, do you fancy going so and so for the weekend? Um, and just going. And I think we would probably drive down to my mum's at one point if we had one. We might even sort of take a road trip to Malta at some point. Um, and just enjoy the freedom of it, um, and driving wherever you want, not worrying about, oh, we've got to go back to the hotel or things like that. Like I would maybe sort of book into campsites if we did a long trip. Obviously, that's difficult because of Ian's work and stuff. I watch so many YouTubers, and they're like van lifers, and they do long sort of weeks on end trips. And me and Ian obviously wouldn't be able to do that because Ian needs to go to work. But I think even if it was like for a week maybe not so bad, but if it was like a 2-3 week trip or something, then I think booking into a campsite 1 or 2 nights throughout the trip would be handy and stuff. I just love the thought of the freedom, and I would love, love, love to do the North Coast 500. I would love to do that. And I did say to Ian about doing it, and there was talk about it, doing it in the car, and all Ian's friends doing it as well. So everyone going up in their cars, um, and doing it. But the thing with that is, I think you have to be really well organised, and you would have to stick to a plan, because obviously every night you would be booking into a different B&B, hotel, whatever, because you're going round the coast. And I think that the freedom with having a camper van is that you could decide, do you know what, should we just stay here another night because it's so lovely? I don't know. That's just me. I watch quite a few full-time bloggers that do traveling, and it just looks so much fun. Like, it is obviously a lot of hard work, um, and it's something I would love to do. I watch. They're called the Explorers, so not explorers. It's like they've got two dogs, so it's Porers, as in paws, um, and they actually live in Spain, but they tour Europe, and um, they were in the UK until I think about a week ago. They were back for Christmas and New Year to see family. They had a lot of trouble with their van. They've got a really old transit van. Um, I think it's 30 years old or something. It's quite an old one. And they're really good. And then there's a couple that I watch that are currently pregnant at the moment, and they do a lot of sort of out and about. So they travel to different countries. So they went to Japan and rented the smallest camper van ever, and it was literally tiny. It was like the size of a mini. It was so, but obviously taller. It was so small. And then they've actually got a motorhome in America that they have bought and kept it there, for when they go back. So they've got something to go back to, which I thought was really good. Uh, yeah, I would love to travel. It's just having the money. That's the problem we have. Unfortunately, my YouTube doesn't earn me enough money to live on. So Ian has to work, which it is what it is. And obviously that's life. And you see other people and they have these lives where they can go and travel and work from where they're traveling. So it's nice that you can watch people do that. Yeah, money is always the problem. Definitely. But I suppose it is hard work as well to have a YouTube channel where you are just traveling, putting up vlogs and stuff. Like, I can imagine it's a lot of hard work. My vlogs are just clips that are shoved together, where you watch certain people and their editing skills are just brilliant, and it's just amazing. And their videos are so good that you want to watch them and stuff. It's just, I'm assuming that to edit a video would take quite a while. When I edit a video, it takes me about half an hour. But I suppose there's different things you do, and I don't think Ian would want to be on the camera very often. And to do it as a couple, I think it might be easier. But Ian's not one for being on the camera so much. Yes, that's true, Karen. Very true. Oh, you have a wonderful day too, Karen. I hope the weather's nice where you are. It's not too cold. And hopefully I'll get to see you soon. Voila! So if you haven't already, as my dad is here, go and subscribe to his channel, because he'll probably put it in the comments anyway. I loved your snowball video, Tina. I thought that was so funny. That was hilarious. No, see, Ian's not a lover of being on the camera, so it makes it more difficult. Like, every now and again, I'll just sneak him into it anyway. But and I don't know whether that's why I feel a bit awkward sometimes, like, because he don't want to be on the camera. I feel like not vlogging. I don't know. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. I think if we was out and about and traveling or something like that, then like Ian might be on the camera a little bit, not too much, but just day to day, he likes to be the voice in the background, and we all know that he likes just to be the voice. What I should do is, when he's talking in the background, I should get a picture of him and just sort of in editing put it on the screen. So that would be quite funny. Normally of an evening, he likes to get involved and chat. Or when I say something wrong or silly, we all know what he's like. Well, it's good to have a laugh and a bit of fun. See, when I do a snowball, it's literally Advocaat, lemonade, and that's it. I know people put a bit of lime in as well. I've never had it with brandy. So, hi Karen, how are you? Yeah, never had it with brandy. Is that what you had it with? Was it brandy? Oh. Cherry, that's it. Oh no, cherry. Was it cherry brandy? Oh, I don't know. I don't drink brandy. I don't like cherries either. I whenever we get like a cherry bakewell or something like that, I give the cherry to Ian. Don't like it. It was on Tina's channel, and it was how they make the drink Snowball. And you did one last year as well, didn't you? This year was funnier. It was funnier. And I still remember the video, Tina, of when you had washing on the line, or there was something on the line, and Gary didn't move his chair but kept getting whipped by the washing. That was a funny one as well. Oh, and just to say, Vixen is so cute. Even with her eyes, I think she's so cute. I wish I could be that creative with my videos. I'm just not. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm going to do the Harvest cardigan. Then I'm going to probably knit the Whitmore cardigan, I think. I'm going to have all these cardigans. I've worn my Whitmore sweater a few times, and I've really enjoyed wearing it, but I'm thinking that I might need to make the sleeves a little bit longer. I'm not sure, because they sort of come to about here. Well, they do cover my watch, but I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe they need to be a little bit longer. I have got yarn, so that's fine. And I suppose if we was all the same, we'd be boring, wouldn't we? And we say that about people being different and stuff. If everyone was the same, the world would be very boring. So it's good that everyone's different. Hi, Nanny. I want to apologise as well for being quiet in the Discord group over the last week. We'll get back into that. I've just been so busy. I don't know how people craft and go to work. I just don't know how you have the time to do everything that you do, and videos and stuff. I suppose it becomes routine, doesn't it? So I used to knit and crochet when I worked. Used to do it in my lunch hour. Then when I got home after having dinner and stuff. So you just make time, don't you? You just don't have as much time. And I didn't record while I worked. I did that once I got made redundant. So I've always blogged or podcasted when I haven't worked. So Yes, most definitely. Got to be different. Can't be all the same. I feel like all I'm working on lately is this blanket. I'm really enjoying it, but I do feel like I need to work on other things. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there. I'm thinking of when I have a day that I can just sit there and do some crafting, is note down, say, 4 or 5 hours out of that day. Like in the evening as well, like include the evening and the day and so on, and block out an hour for each craft, like each thing. So I've got my blanket, my Louis top, my daybreak tea, the harvest now, my socks. What else is there? That's it really. And just do an hour on each to see how far I can get. So when we used to join, not used to, but when we joined Tonya's from Karma's a Stitch cast on parties, that's what I did for the second one, I think it was. And I know Mandy did the same. Set an hour aside for each new cast on, and then once you'd cast on all the things, go back round again. So to your first one for an hour. And that was quite a good way of doing it, actually. I just feel like if I went back into my rotation, so my daily rotation, things would just take so long. But then I enjoy knitting on something. So if I know, I know I would enjoy the whole day on knitting or crocheting on one thing and getting quite a lot of progress done on it. But at the moment, I'm just working on what tickles my fancy. Yeah, I'm just very grateful I have a lot of time to craft. And obviously, if I worked, then I'd have to fit it into that. And when I was working, like I say, I used to do it in my lunch hour, um, just a little bit. In, I suppose, I was knitting probably smaller things back then, quite a while ago now. I do feel like if I put a project down and then go back to it, I'm like, oh, where was I in this? And I have to work out the pattern and like work out what row I'm on and stuff. So sometimes I do feel like that I need to finish that thing before I can go on to the next thing. Um, and I was like that with the shawl because I was getting really sort of fed up with the shawl at the end. But I was like, I can't put it down. I just want to get it finished. So I'm glad that I did that. And it's like every time I go to my cozy memory blanket, I have to look up the pattern again because I put it away for so long that it just doesn't stick in my brain. I don't think I do enough squares at a time to keep it fresh in my memory, which is terrible, but I know too many crafts and not enough time. think that's what we should say. I was putting Lego together on Tuesday, I think it was, for Mikey. And do you know what? I really, really enjoyed it. But they broke it all up. So it was a fire station with a helicopter and stuff. I did vlog a little bit of it. And Ollie just kept smashing the helicopter up. Casey was building him a police station and he broke the car to pieces. She was like, nope, I'm not doing no more. Nope, I've had enough. Not doing any more. So, and I really enjoyed it. And I was talking to Casey about the Lego and stuff, and I was talking about the Home Alone Lego set. Oh my God, I would love that so much. The Home Alone one. It looks so good and so detailed. It's a lot of money, so I probably would never get it, but it does look really, really good. And I think I would have so much fun just putting it together. I think I really would. I used to love Lego when I was a child. Whoops. So my sister's just sent me a picture and it's like a card and it says, wife, 95% of our relationship is shouting what at each other from different rooms. Yes. And Casey's put, this is both mum, dad, and Denise and Ian. So true. It's actually in the kitchen yesterday. Is the kitchen or the bathroom? One of the two, I can't remember now. And Ian was talking to me. I was going, what? And then he was talking to me and I heard him. And then he said something else. And I was going, what? I was like, hold on a minute, I'll come in. I can't remember if it was in the bathroom while I was doing dinner. It's terrible, isn't it? That's another square done. So I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 3 more to go for this row. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm finding that it looks a lot more effective on the screen than it does in real life. And I think stuff does do that when there's different colours in it. Maybe if like I held it far away, it would look better. But I've just got a little stitch marker on there to show me what the front side is because I was getting so confused because obviously the back and the front is the same. So yeah. And then normally I have about this much left to go into the granny square, which looks like this so far. I think I'm just going to use what's in this bowl to make it bigger, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I honestly don't know. There's lots of ends. I have crocheted over my ends as much as I could, but I don't know. We will see. Oh, thank you. It's so lovely to make, and it's nice because it's one of them things you can make a square and then put it down and then go back maybe the next day or like later on or whatever and make another square. So it is nice. Okay, Connie, see you soon. Of course you can copy me. Yeah, it's just nice because I didn't want these little tiny balls left over. And I was like, because they're just going to go either in the bin because I'm not going to use them, they're so tiny, and I'm not even getting a full round anymore. So I just thought to myself, if I can use up the scraps, it probably won't be a blanket, like a big massive blanket, but I'm going to carry on with all these, and then the jar that I've got up there I will put into this blanket, the C2C, and see how I get on. The only thing that I am a little bit worried about is this is very sort of, I don't want to say pastel-y, but very sort of soft colours. There's no harsh colours in this at all. It's all very like girly colours, if that makes sense. Like it's all very, very nice. And even the like orange is quite subtle. Is that the word I'm looking for? There's nothing too harsh in there. And the colours that I've got in my jar are quite, see if I can get the jar down without making too much of a racket. So this is the jar that I've got. There's a lot of blues in there by the looks of that. And other colours. So this is like black and orange. This is my Cadbury's Cream Egg leftover yarn. So yeah, there's a lot of blues in there. There's pinks in here as well. There's colours that I can use in here, and some colours I probably won't. Right, a lot of the blues. And the self-striping, I'm not sure. I might do a square, see what it looks like, and then go from there, because I don't really want it self-striping. I want it to be sort of, so like that colour there, it wasn't self-striping, it was just very mottly. The same with this one. So yeah, that's my plan, and I'm just going to carry on with that. And like Ian said, do we need another blanket? Of course. I was thinking of dyeing up a second batch of the Cadbury's Cream Egg because it was quite popular. Or should I say a third batch, because I did 2 last year. Oh, that's a good idea. No, you can never have enough blankets. I do want to make some more, well, dye up some more yarn. And April is Easter for my sock along. So yeah, that might be. I have got socks in the Easter egg. No, the Cadbury's Cream Egg, sorry, colourway. I probably wouldn't make another pair of socks. Because I've already got a pair of socks in that yarn. I'm not sure. But I might knit it. I might dye it up for the shop. We shall see. So yeah, I'm going to go because I've been on for just over an hour now. Thank you so much for joining me. I've really enjoyed it. We are going to the unit this afternoon to put Ian's boot on. So hopefully that goes well. We'll see. It's a lovely sunny day, so I've had to shut the curtain because the sun was coming in. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely afternoon, whatever you're going to do for the rest of the day. Hopefully all the crafting, we shall see. But there should be a little bit more spinning on my channel now, because I can actually spin. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a lovely day. I always say the same thing, but I'm going to go, and yeah, Thank you, and I shall see you soon. Bye, guys.